fan base. Mind you, it's 2010, the recession's still on, bankers got bailed out, corporations got billions.
What is a recession again? I forgot what the fuck the recession is.
The common man was kind of screwed out of all of it. So in rejection of all of that, Colt took life into his own hands and was living life on his own terms, outsmarting not only the police and the DHS and the FBI, but the government itself. Though by now, city officials on the island informed all of the residents that there were now dozens of armed bounty hunters stalking the forest looking for Colt, creeping in their backyards, searching in empty homes, but Colt was already long gone. On the morning of May 30th, 2010, a letter shows up on the front.
I like that he knows. I like that he thinks, like, obviously we already know the nigga smart, but I like how he knows all the rules about being a fucking criminal. You cannot stay in the same place for a long time. If you got a name somewhere, you got to dip out. I don't care how popular you are, bro. You got to get gone or you gon' get caught, bro. Hold on, bro. Damn, bro. Fuck. I got to change the sub count. Nigga, god damn, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. Dead ass. I don't know how. Hey, we net 55 now. 55.
Front doorstep of an Oregon animal hospital.
Drove by, had some extra cash. Please use this money for the cave of animals. Aww.
Had some extra cash. Please use this money for the care of the animals. Colton Harris Moore, aka the Barefoot Bandit. For his legion of Facebook fans,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like okay, look, maybe I might join that fan club because the nigga clean as fuck. Like, I wouldn't do this, but I would support this boy, bro.
I gotta say, that's a smooth move. I mean, who could hate a kid that was from a rough home who just loved some animals? But what it really implied was, you can't catch me. Because Colt had stolen a full-on racing boat and drove all the way towards Oregon, where he had talked over the phone with some attorneys about selling the rights to his life story for a potential movie. But
the fuck? Yo, what's good, Colt 22222? I ain't gonna lie, stream crashed, bro, but we back. These niggas really calling him like, yo, bro, can we literally get the rights to your entire life so we can make a movie about you? I would watch that movie. I really hope there is a movie about that.
People knew the story just couldn't end well. We're talking stolen planes, stolen guns, stolen boats. So another attorney's office comes forward and makes a deal with Colt. Now you see, an anonymous donor said that if Colt turns himself in, Colt would get $50,000 and the attorney's office would represent him at court, all for free. But that deal...
Bruh, please give me a flip phone so I can shut it on his... Like, bro... Bro, I have committed 67 felonies, stolen 6 planes, and you think I'm gonna take that 50,000? Bro, I'm dead. He probably stolen all of that in his lifetime already, more than that. I'm not getting 50.
It was to expire within 5 days. We're talking about a fugitive collecting his own bounty. Unheard of, but 5 days later, not a word from Colt.
Exactly.
That anonymous donor is still to this day unknown.
Why
now, the FBI was showing up to his mom's house every day, searching the home, warning her that harboring a fugitive, it's a felony. But all she wants...
Bro, she lives in a trailer, bro. He is not coming back to that. What you mean? He is basically the same as living outside in a tent house, bro. He's chilling.
Wanted to know was her son even alive? And she would fall deeper into the pit of alcoholism. Now, over the course of the week, he starts stealing several more cars and starts road tripping all the way.
She wasn't even worried about, bro, already, bro. Why is she worried now? Just saying, bro.
Like, in South Dakota. Now, arriving at midnight, he needed a place to kind of hang out. So he cased out several homes in the area until he found the one with no cars in the driveway. He thought if they weren't home by midnight, they were probably gone on vacation. Hungry and filthy, he puts his clothes in the washer at the house. He heats up the oven and makes some frozen tendies for himself. He goes upstairs, gives himself a haircut with the trimmer he found, and finally hopped in the shower to relax after a long week of road tripping. At 3 a.m., the Clark family had come back from a long vacation. With their eyes half asleep, they headed inside the house.
All right, so bro really just had like he literally used the rest point, like on some Elden Ring shit. After you fight like a crazy ass boss, you finally get that like rest point where you could heal back all your potions and shit. This basically is the same thing as that, just in real life.
With their bags ready to just pass out. But something was off. The TV was still on. Jello containers were stacked on the floor. Frozen tendies were heated up. Now, as the dad walks into all of the rooms, he notices at the end of the hallway, the bathroom door is slightly open. And as he reaches out to open the door, it slams shut. The dad, a 340-pound dude, muscles the door open until a naked man covered in lotion sprints towards out the basement. Now the dad's chasing, get out of the house, get out of the house. And by the time he got to the basement with his adrenaline pumping, a red laser pops up on his chest.
Oh, not he upped to 712. He upped that M4 on your ass. What are you doing now? You 340 pounds, bruh. What is that value? Where's the value in that when there's a gun pointed at you, bro? What are you gonna do? What you gonna do now?
Colt let it be known that he was armed. Now the dad locks the basement, runs to the car with his family inside, breaking the garage door as he's backing out, and heads over to his neighbor's house to call 911. Now, Colt's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. His clothes were still in the washer. I mean, he's literally trapped in the basement. Minutes later, as the officers swarmed the house on the lookout for a naked man covered in lotion with the gun, there was no way on God's green earth Colt was going to get out of this one.
No, deadass, how? I need to know.
But once the SWAT team bashed in the door and the K-9s were let loose, and after an hour of searching every nook and cranny of that house, no one was inside. So with the forest close by, bloodhounds and helicopters with thermal cameras are searching all over the area. But Colt had escaped. And this time it was close. Holy. Now you see Colt had smashed the washer to grab open his clothes, spilling gallons of water into the basement, grabbed his bag, and because he was so skinny, slipped out of the basement window, broke into the neighbor's house, and stole their car keys and dipped out real.
Bro. I don't give a fuck how skinny he is. The nigga deadass has God and luck on his side, bro. Bro, he's 6'5", remember that. He is 6'5". You telling me while the neighbors thought that was safe, that nigga came straight. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words.
Real fast. And after the Clark family was shown a mugshot of Colton, they confirmed that the naked man with the gun covered in lotion was Colton Harris Moore.
Why y'all put him as the dad, bro? The fat ass nigga running. The hell?
Now, while the FBI didn't know exactly where he was headed or where he was, they had a rough idea. Colt loved to steal near small airports. Now, within the week, Homeland Security held meetings with every private plane owner in all of the surrounding states, warning them of the Barefoot Bandit.
Yo, y'all on his dick, bro. Chill, bro. Yo, how the fuck does this... Yo, I'm telling y'all, back in the day, it probably was so much easier. It was definitely so much easier to commit crimes, bro. Because they was not as advanced, especially with cars now, too, bro. The nigga was just lock-picking cars instant. All right, let's go. Like, bro, the nigga was set. He was set for life.
They told the pilots to lock their planes, make sure they were safe, don't leave the keys on the seat. And Colt actually knew about these meetings because he had saw Homeland Security going around. Now, for a week, Colton was waiting out in the forest near the Monroe County Airport, reading the magazines he took, surviving off the food he stole, and he was waiting to find the perfect plane to escape the country. Now, Colton knew his limits. He would only steal planes that he had flown in video games, which is insane to think about.
I'm telling you, bruh. Are you serious? Like, this nigga... Yo, I like this little boy, bruh. He's smart as fuck, bro. I don't even care that he's only used these planes in a video game, bro. He still knows this is a plane I've seen in a video game. I'm more familiar with this. I'm gonna go with this. Instead of getting so excited like, okay, a plane, go. Like, I ain't gonna lie, is he really a villain? Like, he's stealing cars and shit, absolutely. But like, bro has not killed one person. He has not killed, and he gave money to a shelter where animals were being held. You feel me? Hey.
4th of July.
That nigga probably not gonna get out and have kids, but still, bro.
That moment happened. During the sunrise, Colt snuck into the hangar and rolled out a brand new Cessna 400, about a $700,000 plane, with the keys on the seat. He made sure to fill.
If my plane was $700,000, that shit would be in a Max Armory safe or some shit. Why are you leaving that shit out with the key? Whew. Hey, bro, you deserve it. You deserve that, bro. I don't even care. It seems like you don't value your belongings. You don't value them enough to want them, bro. You deserve it.
Filled it up with gas, went through the pilot's checklist, started the engine, took off in the plane, and headed down south. Happy 4th of July.
Oh my God.
Now, doing the math, the Cessna 400 should be able to go all the way to Cuba on 1 tank of gas, if there was no crazy winds. Now, Cuba's got its benefits. There's no extradition treaty, and even though Colt didn't speak Spanish, he'd figure it out. But instead of Cuba, he had actually flown towards the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh no.
And of course, started to run out of gas and needed to land ASAP. Now, flying over water is dangerous. There is no emergency landing, but luckily, Colt was near some islands. So in between the sand and the palm trees, he finds a patch of land, lines up the planes, puts down the flaps, prays to God, and he lands.
You overstressed the aircraft to cause
As the wheels touched the ground, they got stuck in the wet sand, absolutely destroying the aircraft. And it would set off the emergency locator transmitter.
He managed to keep it level somehow. As you can see, the nose is in the grass. He got out of that plane reportedly uninjured and headed into the island.
Because
this nigga's way too lucky, bruh. This nigga must have been eating Lucky Charms as a kid or something, bro. He gotta be a abnormal leprechaun or something. Dead ass.
Because within seconds, it had sent a SOS signal to the U.S. Coast Guards via GPS. And Colt knew he needed to get the hell out of there. Now, when the U.S. Coast Guard received the signal, they contacted the owner of the Cessna 400, Mr. Miller, to see if they actually...
This nigga, bro. Oh, brother. This nigga, Mr. Miller. Hey, Mr. Miller, you deserve your plane getting taken from if you left it out with the keys on the seat, bro. You deserve it.
Really needed the help in the Bahamas. Was it real? Was it a false alarm? Now imagine yourself owning a $700,000.
So he landed in the Bahamas? Are you serious?
Plane in Indiana. But today it's the 4th of July. You're relaxing. But you get a call from the U.S. Coast Guard about your plane crashing in the Bahamas. You would be freaked out. Now, this came as a shock because remember when Homeland Security held those meetings with all of the private plane owners, warning them of this kid plane thief? Well, the owner of that plane, Mr. Miller, wasn't there. And after the staff at the hangar confirmed the Cessna 400 wasn't there anymore, the U.S. Coast Guard and Bahamian Defense Force were told the craft was stolen. And most likely, it was Colton Harris Moore in the 5th plane he had stolen. Now, within minutes of the crash landing, Colton walked barefoot into the jungle and towards the first site of civilization. Now, he had actually picked a really good time to come to the Bahamas. It was 4th of July weekend. Tourists are everywhere. So a random white kid in the city, it makes sense. So as Colt broke into some cars and some homes, he had survived squatting in the empty vacation homes plastered all across the island. But
he gotta get out of here, bro. This island isn't big enough to stay here for a while. Niggas is gonna get you. I need to know what he did. I need to.
The week went on. The military locked down all of the airports. Police were brought in from other islands, and wanted posters were placed all across of Colt's face.
Bahamas police have been searching for the fugitive for days since a stolen plane was found ditched offshore, but he'd been staying a step ahead of the manhunt. Colby Curry said Harris Moore had a beer in his bar Tuesday night.
He just looked like an average guy. Just came in to get a drink. He didn't really look like no one terrifying. Look at.
Still,
bro, he is not a terrifying human being. I don't care. Bro could work in the mafia. Hey, I don't know, bro. Cause the thing is, even though he is absolutely a criminal, but bro has not once killed somebody, and he hasn't you know what I'm saying, he's not an evil, vile human being. He's literally a minor still. Bro has just stolen, but just on a mass level of insane theft.
The FBI's wanted poster warns Harris Moore could be dangerous. Bahamas police have promised to intensify their hunt for him.
The island was small.
And that picture is still crazy. That nigga's literally trolling these niggas, bro.
But where else could he go?
The
An
last
island
hunt.
hop away, it was the party on the bluff. Music blasting, tiki torches, cheap liquor, tourists partying all on the harbor. But from the ocean, a boat glides in towards the dock, and a white boy yells, "Did you hear about the plane I crashed?" Music cuts, and a local replies, "Who are you?" "Colin Harris." Holy hell, this was the kid from the wanted posters, armed and dangerous, stolen planes all over the world. But the local just played it cool. He asked Colt why he was so far from home. "Too many cops, so, where are your cops?" Then the local replied, "Well, we don't really have that many cops." "Well, call them. I'm bored. I want to get chased." And as the man thought it was a joke, he started laughing. "Call the cops. I want to get chased for real. Call them." And as the local pulled out his phone, Colt started up his engine and screamed, "I'm gone. Read about me on the internet," and took off towards the bay. And all
Look, listen. I know the clout gonna get to a nigga head, but don't let it get to your head insane. Don't let it get to your balls. That's what it is. That's a good saying. The clout will get to your head, but don't let it get to your balls. You feel me? Cause then you in too deep. You in too deep, bro. You gotta chill out, bro. You forgot what this was about. This was about your survival. You feel me? Not about flexing on the internet and stuff, bro. Chill. You gotta remember where you came from and what you're doing.
the locals could think was, "What the was that?" Now, as Colt was flying across the bay towards the light over at the harbor island filled with hotels and docks, it was the
Oh my
perfect
God.
place to go to hide out from the cops, and also maybe to find a better boat. Colt grabbed his pistol, a bag, and sprinted towards the hotel. But then a security guard starts chasing after him. But once the guard saw that pistol, he backed off, realizing he didn't get paid that much.
Hey, that's real. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not chasing nobody. I don't even care if I have a gun or not, bro. You got it, bro.
But the guard would call the cops, and he would go back to Colt's boat and made sure to take the keys so Colt couldn't get away. So that call went out to everyone on the island. The police, security guards, armed citizens were searching. Even the military was looking for Colt now. So with the weapons
The military, bro. God.
drawn, search teams are combing the island for the next few hours. Police are patrolling all of the harbors. There was no way Colt was going to get out. At 3:30 a.m., one of the
There's no way
officers
he
walked
did.
off of the dock to go to the bathroom. And as he's doing his business, he heard a man run outside, jump in a boat, and take off. God damn it, it was
Like, dude, this nigga has his, like, he has his head on his, like, he has his head on his shoulders, bro. Like, bro, he is literally playing a GTA game. You could deadass make a GTA game about this boy. Literally.
was Colt hiding in the bushes, waiting for that perfect moment the entire time. Officers with machine guns and police boats started
Oh my
chasing him out of the
God.
bay. But there was no way to actually catch him because the boat that Colt had stolen was fully capable of outrunning the cops. And
Holy
even
shit.
better, had a full tank of gas. See, while
Oh
the
my
ocean was
God.
quiet, the roar of the engines could be heard all across the island. And as Colt looked back, watching the police lights fade into the horizon, he couldn't help but smirk. But just as the boat starts losing
Oh
speed,
my God.
he'd realized he had just hit a sandbar and had beached the boat. He gives it more gas, but it only dug him in even deeper. You see, when Colt was looking at the cops, he had missed the boat's GPS warning of the upcoming sandbar, and now he was stuck. His 2-year-long run comes down to this.
Oh, brother. My nigga. I would have been so fucking mad. Like, all you needed to do was look at the GPS, bro. All you had to do was look at the GPS. You have been so unlucky. All that shit came down and the most easiest thing to miss. The most easiest thing to dodge. He gets caught by it. And the bro's not making it out, right?
And honestly, he froze and held his gun to his head. Now, for minutes with the officers, he refused to put his hands up until Colt fired one shot at the officers and gassed up the boat, hoping to make some last escape. But the police would pepper the side of his boat with 20 rounds all
Damn.
throughout the boat's hull.
Yeah, bro, you're not getting away. Hey, yo, what's up, Mizos? Thank you so much for the sub, my boy. I appreciate it. For real. Thank you, bro.
As the smoke cleared, Colt rose his hands and he was placed in the handcuffs. He was done. Now, what's
Yeah.
insane is that the Bahamian police actually captured Colt without anyone getting killed. That wouldn't happen in the US, let's be honest.
I mean, Nah, it would. He's a non-melanated, non-colored boy. It would have worked. He's 16 years old. He would have been like, no, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He doesn't deserve this. He would have. I ain't gonna lie. He probably wouldn't even be in handcuffs. They would have just grabbed him. So you don't gotta worry about that. It would.
Now, Colt was wanted by the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, dozens of police departments, Homeland Security, Canadian Mounties, and the Bahamian government, and they all wanted him to pay for his crimes. But the Bahamian government had their first pick, and man, were they proud of it. Parading Colt around on that perp walk, and with 5 burglaries, 3 boat thefts, possession of a loaded firearm, firing at an officer, that's probably gonna get you a decade at the infamous Bahamian Fox Hill prison, considered one of the worst prisons in the world. But they only had one charge for Colt, and that was not presenting his passport when he entered the country.
Oh my, like, this, I love and hate this nigga, bro. Are you fucking serious?
Colton Harris Moore was captured Sunday in the Bahamas after a high-speed boat chase with authorities. He was fined $300, which the U.S. Embassy paid and sent back to the U.S.
Police officials, they're all...
That was it? Are you serious? Yo, he has... Bro, this nigga literally had the U.S. Embassy pay for his whole goddamn fine. And that was it.
Smiling, chuckling, you know, so he got a slap on the wrist, basically, so I don't think he's too worried about it. I think he's got some more problems waiting for him in the States, though.
Dead ass, bro. The nigga literally shot at 12, bro. And they gave him a $300 fine, and that was it.
Now, American prosecutors had to wrangle 67 felonies in 3 different countries and wrap it up all into one court case. And honestly, he was looking about 20 to 30 years in prison.
Listen. Is it that bad though? Like 20 to 30 for literally like 2 years of being on the run, living a fucking amazing life free from the government and basically becoming a world-known criminal. 20 to 30. Hey, I'm talking about all this luck, but remember, he has one of the most luckiest things in America. Privilege. You feel me? He got that shit already. So he was basically born with luck. Basically.
Now, Colton had hired one of the most infamous attorneys in the game. The guy that you call when the evidence is stacked against you.
Who?
John Henry Brown. Never heard of it?
Henry.
Ted Bundy's attorney. Now, they had calculated the restitution for the planes, the cars, the homes, the search operations at a staggering $1.4 million.
Like, I already know, like, how many cars did that nigga steal, bruh? I need to know that, bro. Because he was moving around the entire country. How many cars did that nigga take, bro?
$1 million that Colt was going to pay.
Holy
now, remember that whole
shit.
movie deal he was trying to set up, selling his life story? Well, the courts mandated that to pay back all of the victims, he was going to sell the rights to his life story for a potential movie to Fox Entertainment for $1 million. And then let's say that the victims are paid back in full one day, he still could never make money from anything about his life story. We're talking books, t-shirts, video games, anything. And while this may seem harsh, the courts wanted it to be known that crime doesn't pay. Now, Attorney Brown's specialty isn't defending the crimes, but rather why they happened. Now, they showed that Colt's home life really was that
bad. So basically, right, he got one of the greatest lawyers. He got one of the greatest lawyers to help him. The nigga basically, so he was stacked up. He had to pay against not Saul Goodman. He had to basically pay all the like things and all the shit, and it was $1.4 million, right? But he also had a movie deal with a nigga. He sold his entire life story to the company for $1.4 million or $1.3 million. So basically, bro is already gonna pay for it, right? Or
that. His mom never fed him, his dad never paid the child support, his mom drank during her pregnancy and diagnosed with fetal alcohol syndrome, and Colt said he was going to go to college after this and he was going to get his life together. And the court felt sympathy for Colt, including the judge, stating, "I think this case is a tragedy, but also a triumph of human spirit. I sympathize with the defendant for his terrible upbringing that he had. It was a tragedy he had to steal food, to endure an alcoholic and abusive mother."
Hey, like I said, bro, he is non-colored, non-melanated. He is chilling. Don't you worry about America, bro. Don't
But
you worry.
nevertheless, the sentence is 6 years. I wish him well.
Okay. Yeah, he might be one of the luckiest people on earth.
Now, a
Dead
decade
ass.
later and out of prison, we don't know much about Colt, about what he's up to today. Now, from the few interviews he's given, he spoke about hating the moniker the Barefoot Bandit, and he wishes to move on from that. And now, I actually contacted Colt to honestly hear his side of the story. What has he been up to? What is he doing? But I got no response. I called him,
Bruh, he's
emailed
Hollywood,
him, even
bro, chill.
visited him in Washington. Friends say that he changed his number and he went off of the grid, and no one knows where he's really at.
Hey, bro, that nigga clean, bro. That nigga clean, bro. No cap. That nigga is clean. That nigga was literally a fucking criminal in all terms of it. But bro is chilling out, bro. Oh my God.